Hey, my name is Russell Brunson. I want to welcome you to the ClickFunnels 2 Comma Club. Now, what is the 2 Comma Club? How can you become a member? And how can you get one of these amazing trophies on your wall? Well, before I explain exactly what the 2 Comma Club is and how you can become a member, I want to tell you a really quick story that happened to me a little over 10 years ago. So I was a brand new internet marketer. I was learning about internet marketing and I didn't really know what was possible. I had a dream that I could make enough money that my wife wouldn't have to keep working. For me at the time, we weren't making a lot, and I thought if I could make $1,000 a month, like that would help supplement everything we were doing. And that was my initial dream and my initial goal. And I started working towards that. And I was selling things on eBay and on Craigslist and just trying to make a little extra money. And about that time, there was a guy that came out and he was launching a new course. And the course was called Traffic Secrets. And some of you guys may have heard this story before, but I want to tell you the story from my perspective. Because I was a kid, I was hustling, trying to make some money. And I saw this guy come out there and he was launching this product. And I heard from behind the scenes from some people, his goal was to make $1 million selling this course. And I thought, well, that would be kind of cool, but who knows if that's even possible. It seemed way too big for me. And about the same time that he was doing this product launch, I went with my family on a vacation down to a little lake called Bear Lake. And at Bear Lake at the time, 10 years ago, there was no internet access in the entire city. And so I'm at this lake and I'm hanging out with my family, having a good time. And I had this little business at the time. I had probably a dozen customers maybe, and I was nervous that maybe one of them was going to email me and I didn't want to miss it. So eventually I went to the local library and I got on their internet. And it was kind of funny. There was these two little computers and there was a line of people sitting at the computers waiting for the turn. You had like a 15-minute clock. And it was dial-up modem, so it was super slow. And so I'm waiting in line for my turn, and I wait probably 15, 20 minutes, and I finally get down, I sit down, it's my turn, and I log in, and I hear the little dial-up modem making its noises, and then I go to my email, I check my email, and I start downloading my email. And as I'm sitting there, I'm looking at emails come through, and one of them had a subject line that said something like, "We did it." And it was from John Reese, and I was like, dude, what? I didn't know what it was, and I remember I clicked on the button, and I opened the email, and I started reading it. And I guess earlier that day they launched the course, and their goal, I didn't notice at the time, but their goal wasn't to make $1 million selling the course. The goal was to make $1 million in a day. And I'm reading this. He said that was the goal when we launched this thing. He says after, I can't remember, 18 hours and 9 minutes, we did it. We broke $1 million. And I remember for me, like everything around me just like stopped. And I was sitting there in my chair, and I kind of sat back, and I remember thinking like, he just made $1 million in less than a day. And I remember thinking about that, and I was like, how? And for me, it was kind of like when that guy broke the 4-minute mile. Like it was something that wasn't possible. And then after he did, a whole bunch of people did it. I remember sitting there thinking, man, he made $1 million in a day. And thinking about like the possibilities, like my goal to make $1,000 a month, like how small it was. And I was like, if you look at it, it was just numbers. He sold 1,000 copies of $1,000 product. And it became like so tangible and so real for me that I was like, that's what I want to do. I want to make $1 million. And it completely transformed what I thought was possible. And because of that, I started thinking differently, started acting differently. And I went out there and I started trying to grow my company. And what's funny is within a year of seeing that video, I did not make $1 million. But I got really close. And the second year I tried it and I didn't quite make $1 million, but I got close. But the third year, 3 years after that thing, I made $1 million in a year. And then a little while later, I kept working at this, and a little while later, I made $1 million in a month. And then a while later, we did actually $1 million in a day. And it's things that I didn't think were possible. It didn't make logical sense. Like when I was in school, I didn't talk about things like this were possible. Because John did it, I knew that I could do it. And that's what the 2 Comma Club is about. Inside of ClickFunnels right now, you may or may not know it, but there are tons of your peers who are making millions and millions of dollars. And I wanted a platform, first off, to case study those people and to show like, here's the people that are doing it. And part of it is obviously to show them and congratulate them. But the second part is for everybody else who's not there yet. I want this to become as real for you as it was for me when I heard John Reese broke the $1 million a day. When he broke that day, it became real for me. And I want the 2 Comma Club to become real for you. I want this to become a goal for you. Not because it matters about the money, but because the impact you will have when you make $1 million. You can't help but change people's lives if you make $1 million. And that's what really, really matters. And I want that to be a goal for every single person in our ClickFunnels community. So to do that, we've launched the 2 Comma Club. And the way it works is every time you have a funnel that breaks $1 million, we will send you one of these amazing trophies for you to put on your wall. And then us ClickFunnels, we will make a version of this as well. It'll be a little smaller, and I'll have it on my wall inside the ClickFunnels office. As I'm recording this video, we have over 50 people in the first 2 years who've broken the 2 Comma Club. So this is not like the impossible thing, okay? The 4-minute mile has been broken, and now it comes down to you believing that you can do it. I know you can do it. I have 100% faith and belief in you, and I want this to be a tool that gives you the same belief in yourself as well, because it's happening all around you to your peers, and I believe it can happen to you as well. And so this is the 2 Comma Club. Your goal, your dream, your vision, whatever you want it to be, should be to get in this club. It doesn't cost anything. All it means is that you're hustling, you're working hard, you're providing value, and you're trying to change the world in your own little way. And when you do that, and any one of your funnels make $1 million, we will send you one of these amazing records. And I want you to have not just 1 or 2, but I want your entire wall filled with these. Every funnel you do it with, we will send you one of these. And that's kind of what the 2 Comma Club is. So with that said, down below this page, you'll see the other members of the 2 Comma Club. I want you to look at their stories, listen to what they did, watch what they did, and hopefully that'll inspire you, just like John Reese inspired me, because I know it's possible, and I want you to know it's possible as well. So welcome to the 2 Comma Club.